Hi, this is Mike Smith with Church Office Online. Welcome back to Getting Started with Church Membership Online tutorial 102. In this video, you will learn how to add ministries and how to send emails, how to add events and meetings to your CMO calendar, how to take attendance, and how to use reports. So let's begin. First of all, let's enter your email address that was given to you, along with your password, and log in. Now, as before, it opens up to the dashboard, and to do what we want to accomplish in this session, we'll need to go to church. In church, you'll find that there is, among individuals, households, and ministries, an opportunity to add ministries and also generate emails. We'll want to go to add a ministry. Add a ministry, to simply do that, we need to just put in the name of the youth of the ministry, like youth group, and just simply click add. After you're done, and you can click other ministries as well, and continue to do so. Now, in order to add individuals to those ministries, all you'll need to do is to go to View and Edit Ministries. Say go to Men's Ministries, click Edit, and then you can type in the first letter of the last name, hit search, and then you can go through the alphabet this way if you'd like. And all you need to do is just simply click into the box those individuals that you want to place, say, as attenders in this ministry, and the ministry role is here, and just assign them. And then, as you notice, it begins to populate those that are part of ministry members, and showing you their name as well as their ministry role. If you make a mistake, you can easily delete it, or if you want to, you can go and edit a particular person. For instance, if we wanted to make Paul here part of the ministry team, all we need to do is edit it and just say ministry team member this time, and just update. Very simple to do. It's a lot faster to do it this way than to go through individual records and do it. Let's go to emails now. In emailing, you have three options. You can email individuals, households, and ministries. And all these options look fairly similar. All you need to do, if you want to, you can select email all individuals if you want, or you can go through and just select one or two. Again, you can filter by last name if you want, by putting in the first letter of the last name, and it'll pull up those. Put in your email subject line and hit generate, and you can take those names and paste them into your to category of your resident email program. Emailing ministries is similar. You want to choose those ministries that are associated with the youth or children. You can do that, put in the subject and talking about a staff meeting, and you can just appoint just those that are either team leaders or staff members, and it'll pull up their email addresses and populate this field, and then of course you can paste that into your email program, and it's that simple. Let's move on to calendar. Calendar allows you to be able to put not only one-day events but also reoccurring events onto a calendar. If we want to put in, say, the church services, which are not auto-generated into your calendar, we can say add a meeting, and let's go to January 3rd. Let's put in the name, which is required, and then put in the time, and we want to do a weekly reoccurrence. And we're going to do it on every Sunday, and we're going to start it in January on the 3rd again, and we're going to go through to the end of the year, and we're going to end by, say, December 31st, 2010. And it's going to be a building. This is a classification. You don't have to use it, and you don't have to put in descriptions if you want to. You can also assign if you want. You can say this event is not associated with a ministry, or if you want to, you can click in here and say, yes, this event is associated with a ministry, but for now, we'll just say it's not, and hit add. Now, this will populate the calendar throughout the year, and again, you can go to the last events and then roll that over into the next year if you want. So once we've done that, if you want to add an event, say like on the 10th, we can just go here and say we have a prayer day, and it's going to take place on the 10th, and it's going to be an all-day event. There's no recurrence of it. It's going to basically be a building time, and we're going to bring in the men's ministry and the women's ministry on this event and say add. And there it is right there. You can click the day and the calendar day, and it will give you a description of that. Let's go now to view the other calendars. There's also the events calendar, which is pretty much the same as our meetings calendar. And when you create an event and a meeting, you'll see in the church calendar that the events are tagged as green, the all-day events are maroon text, and the meetings are navy text. Let's go to attendance now. And attendance is very simple. You have three options in which you can choose attendance for service attendance. These services would have been entered into CMO by your church administrator. So if you're not able to do an attendance yet, it's because the services haven't been entered in. So you may want to see your administrator in your church to make sure that happens. If they are, when you click service attendance, you'll see a population here of the various services. We have a Sunday morning service entered in, and also an adult service. These are not ministries that you enter in. This is services that are entered in into admin. We can click an attendance date, say on the 7th, and then we can then begin to pull up all records of those in our database by just simply clicking that and going through and clicking those that were present there. Now this is individual attendance. If you wanted to, you could click household attendance. It would pick up households, and that's kind of a fast way to go too. And so we'll take a look at that. If you notice, there's no save on here, and once you click a thing, an individual automatically saves it, so you don't have to worry about saving it. Let's go back now to household attendance. If you wanted to, you put in an attendance date again. You could just pick out the individuals in a household. Now notice some of these are already checked, but let's say the Jones family went, the Scott family here, and of course the Todds were here. And then we can just sit there, and we don't have to worry about individuals. We just know their whole families have went. And then later on we can go back. If you go back to individual attendance, you'll notice that for that date of the 7th, that all the individuals for that date are also checked off. See, or the Todd families have been checked off. So it's a fast way of doing attendance. If you have individuals who you do not have information on that attended a service, the best way to enter that information is to go into general attendance. Again, put out the date, the 7th, and then just give a count. There were, say, 5 people who attended that weren't entered in on individual or household. And you submit that, and that number will be added to your church's count for that day. Now, let's go to reports. In reports, you have the options of going to church directories. Any of the reports here you can print off. Let's pull up a church directory. To print a church directory, you notice that the first thing you have to deal with page orientation. You can go to portrait or landscape. You can choose other individuals to place into your directory. You can also choose pictures if they're included. And once you do go through your filtering options, then you can choose to print in a PDF, which actually does a great job, and just create the report. And just open it. And then you can save it later, but just to see it for now, I would encourage you to open it. And once you open it, you'll see that it populates your church directory with the husband and wife and any individuals that are in the home, the addresses, emails, and so forth. And so it's a very, very fast way to do a church directory. I would just encourage you just to play around with the various programs we have, reports that we have. We have birthdays, ministry mailing labels, birthday reports, visitors reports, service attendance, events, meeting attendance, and there's of course demographics. These particular growth in demographics will become even more meaningful as more data is placed into your church membership online program. Well, that ends our 102 course, and thank you very much. And I want to encourage you to consider our other tutorials as you have time to view them.